tonight. Don't go away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show. Our coverage tonight from Target Center as the Minnesota Timberwolves will be playing against the Los Angeles Lakers. Taking a look at the Lakers, the game tonight marks their second of 4 meetings they will play this season, and they come into this one feeling pretty good after winning the last time they met. And here we are, game 1 of the new season. Kenny, every team coming in with a clean slate.
Yeah, because whatever you had troubles in last year, that doesn't matter. This is a new year. Be optimistic until proven otherwise.
I'm just looking forward to spending another year with you guys as family. And Ernie, you're looking 10 years younger.
Thank you so much.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Drummond.
We're just not seeing that same fierceness out of him defensively these last few months. He's lost a little bit of that intimidation factor. He's not blocking as many shots, and he's not making the same impact on that end of the floor.
Before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, Kyrie Irving rediscovered his maternal lineage with the White Mountain family of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe. He lost his mother at a young age, and by connecting with her roots, he's found a piece of himself. The tribe gave him the name Little Mountain. Kevin?
Great story, D.A. Thank you. Doris, there is nothing like opening night in the NBA. Every fan base just teeming with optimism for the upcoming season.
I think all of us are just so thrilled to have NBA basketball back. There's no losses in the losing column. Everybody's happy. Let's tip it off and go.
Guys at that little step, and these first weeks of the season are always exciting.
Oh, no doubt. Everybody's bursting with enthusiasm. Players are fresh.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. They've got Anthony Davis. Kyrie Irving is out there at DeRozan. Then it's Pascal Siakam. And it's Drummond in at the center. And for Minnesota, Andrew Wiggins is out there with Jackson. Then it's Tatum. Then there's Whiteside. And it's James in at the point guard. Outside DeRozan. There's the pass to Drummond. Over Whiteside. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Now Tatum. LeBron outside. Tatum deciding where to go with it. Passes it to Wiggins. 5 to shoot. Good D by Siakam.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Now Tatum following the three-point attempt by Kyrie Irving. James finds Whiteside. Tatum drives in. Whiteside, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Timberwolves. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Rough game defensively. I mean, they lost a lot of the individual matchups, and the help was slow to rotate.
I'll tell you this, Greg. If you're going to allow your opponent to make that many shots, you have got to be as solid on the offensive end, and clearly they were not.
And on the way from Irving for 3. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
As soon as Kyrie Irving crosses half court, you have got to guard him, and you've got to be balanced because this guy is an effective, dominant offensive presence.
Now here's James. 29 points for him last game against Houston.
And don't forget the sensational plays he made out there. He saw the court so well, firing perfect passes to teammates for wide open shots.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. Out of to Cameroon. Pascal Siakam, drastically improved last year, Doris. Is he the prototypical modern power forward?
He is, Kevin, and there's a few reasons why. The guy can rip and run. He can space the floor. He is switchable on the perimeter defensively. He can go inside, outside. Everything you want in terms of versatility, Pascal Siakam brings to the table.
It's good.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
And Greg, one of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Wiggins. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Houston. Siakam outside. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Siakam's got 5 points so far.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they shot the basketball.
James looking it over to end the run. Here's Whiteside, banked in off the glass.
There it is. After 4 straight misses, finally nail one.
Lakers leading by 8. Outside Irving. It's tipped. Begins with the block.
Using every bit of that 7-foot wingspan. Wiggins airmailing it back.
And Davis pulls it down. Looking at the last game for the Lakers, it was a loss to the Rockets. Pass to Irving. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Great D that time from Tatum.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
On the wing, Wiggins. DeRozan defending. Here's Tatum. That one wide left.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Wiggins. Doris, what about that dunk?
That was special. My goodness. Anticipation by Wiggins jumpstarts the fast break, and you think with his athleticism, he'd pick up some more of these.
And it's Davis missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
From 13 feet, it goes down. Wiggins has got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, really smooth. Andrew Wiggins with a terrific mid-range game.
So timeout called here, the first for Los Angeles. Greg, no secret that many Minnesota fans are questioning the contract they gave to Andrew Wiggins as his development has seemed to plateau.
And with all due respect to Wiggins, it would be worth worrying about if you're a Timberwolves fan. Wiggins has taken a step backwards, I feel, the last few years in his scoring and seemingly has lost the edge to his game that made him such a promising young star. For Whiteside, a very nice season for him last year. 7th in blocks, 9th in rebounding, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot block. Davis finds Irving. DeRozan passes to Davis. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And that's a case where DeMar DeRozan's teammates benefiting from him being a willing distributor. This is a very team-first guy.
Tatum passes to James. No good. Lakers leading by 6. DeRozan with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Irving misses. Minnesota shooting a lowly 30% to start this game out. Against Tatum. Tries it from 19. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down. This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
James the bounce pass. And Tatum the bucket on the assist by Jackson.
I think there's a strength that belies that frame of Jason Tatum. He just powers right through right there.
Tatum against DeRozan. Siakam kicks to DeRozan. They get it again. Davis, and finished off by Davis.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
Free throw good, James. Of course, the game is shifting towards skill and finesse, but there are those players who thrive in this league who are like bulldozers and force the issue inside.
Well, a guy like Blake Griffin, who is such a physically gifted basketball player, enters the league as one of the great dunkers, but has now added a three-point shot, still can play bully ball. But for me, the most ferocious at-the-rim scorer, and the guy who's probably most underrated aspect is his strength, is the Greek Freak. Giannis Antetokounmpo at the rim. Good luck and good night.
I don't know how you do it, right? How do you defend it?
Impossible.
Indeed. 3-on-3. Here's Tatum. That one, no good. And it's the Lakers the other way.
I'll tell you, a rough quarter for him, and that puts so much pressure on the guys around him.
They get it back. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Attacking the rack to great effect. And guys, at this point in his career, Anthony Davis just entering his prime. Crazy to think when you look at what he's already accomplished thus far.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Harrell, he's checked in for Whiteside. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Tatum. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Harris comes in for Pascal Siakam. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Irving. Free throw good, Davis. And we were talking about Anthony Davis. How do you even put into words what he's able to do on the basketball field?
I mean, he's entering the conversation among the best big men of all time. On a nightly basis, dominating in so many facets of the game. Really, it's remarkable. And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. I don't mean style points.
Well, this is one of Bongo's big-time strengths. Send it back, Bo.
All checked in for LeBron. And the Lakers also making a switch. Millsap's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. They're leading by 8. Harris finds Gilgeous-Alexander. Millsap with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Over Bamba. Millsap misses.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Now, here's Oladipo. Gilgeous-Alexander double. And you look at the 2018 All-Star season for Oladipo, Doris. What was the development in his game that you saw that took him to the next level?
I think probably the part that made him almost unguardable is his willingness to shoot threes off the dribble. That deep threat, that willingness to space the floor and use the dribble drive to enhance that is probably what put him over the edge.
The first one falls. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D. Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury. And for a franchise searching for stability, it doesn't help that the Wolves have had a number of head coaching changes.
Well, obviously, the Wolves aren't alone in that problem, Greg. I think it can be difficult to identify just the right kind of leadership. And when you do get someone like Greg Popovich or Eric Spoelstra or Rick Carlisle, you try to hold on for dear life.
And for Blake Griffin, always a great outside shooter for the power forward position, Greg, but he's added range the last few seasons.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Griffin go from a guy who might take 1-3 a game to someone putting up about 6 a night. The results have been there for him as he shoots a respectable rate from beyond.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
Injuries have taken a toll on Griffin as he's gotten older, but shouldn't take away from what he's done over the course of his career.
Both free throws good from Griffin. Timberwolves trail by 8. Now here's Paul. Here's the floater, and he lays it up and in.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Lowry passes to Harris. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Minnesota has possession. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Rockets in Houston. And Wiggins throws it down.
Now, Victor Oladipo's passing skills probably unappreciated. This guy is very unselfish and capable.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That's his first foul. Harris looking it over. Pass to Griffin. 6 to shoot. Big D that time from Harris.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Paul. Oladipo outside. The call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Harris. 7-footers typically challenged as far as mobility. But Doris, you look at Mo Bamba, he appears to be very fluid.
Well, he's listed at 7 feet. He's actually 7'1" in shoes. And despite that height, Kevin, as you mentioned, Mo Bamba is a very fluid athlete. He's got exceptional feet, tremendous upside for Bamba.
First free throw is good. So it's such an honor to be on this with you. And you were the first female to become a full-time NBA analyst, breaking new ground. You've accomplished so much in your life, personally, professionally. What would you tell young women who are graduating college, looking to get ahead in their career and what you've chosen?
Well, first and foremost, I've been very lucky, Kevin. The game of basketball has been a part of my life since I was 7. It's been a driving force. I love it. I would just tell young women, times are changing. Dream big. There's nothing that's impossible. And I'm so thankful to the NBA players and coaches who have just wrapped their arms around me from the time I entered this business. So kudos to those players who are part of the change, no question.
And hard work. I have seen you work. I have seen you prepare. No one prepares more. No one works harder than you.
Thanks, Kev.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
first one at the line is good.
Well, you look at the career of Tobias Harris, and well, he's bounced around a bit. Has never slowed his development or production, though. You put him anywhere, and he'll find a way to help his team.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with Harris, he's been moved so many times. You know what, Greg? You forget he's still quite young.
Yeah, I mean, he really is just starting to enter what should be the prime of his career. Has improved every offseason and is a great rebounder and scorer.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Los Angeles. Ball finds Bamba. Back to Paul. From 18 feet away. Here's Bamba. Millsap grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 6. Right side Lowry. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And over the last few seasons, Kyle Lowry's scoring trending downward. His assists increasing, though, dramatically, relying more on his teammates to get the job done.
Lakers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And looking at last season's numbers, down below 70% as a team from the line.
Shooting 2. Free throw drop for Kyle Lowry. And we've seen Lowry settling for more perimeter shots in recent years.
I mean, he's always had a great motor, but you have to adapt as you get older. Some back issues starting to creep in, and important for him to stay healthy along the way.
Randall's checked in for Harrell. Pirtle is checked in for the Lakers. Redick comes in for Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
And doing a good job getting to the line and capitalizing.
Harris against Wiggins. We've got 1:18 left in the first quarter of the game.
Boy, for all the talent Andrew Wiggins brings to the table, you wonder what his assessment of the 2018-19 season is. Obviously, he took a step back in terms of his production, and I think that had a lot to do with his lack of consistency with his shot. He's got a ton of talent. Let's see where it takes him.
Good, Wiggins.
Well, with the first overall pick in 2014, Wiggins has some pressure on him, but he has steadily improved his play.
And both free throws good for Wiggins. And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. 6-point game. .06 left to play in the first. Lowry dishes to Pirtle. Just 5 on the clock. The pass to Redick. Lowry inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Well, his ball handling ability is well known, and Lowry shows him off there.
Paul kicks to Wiggins. Sweet little floater. Wiggins has got 10 points in the game.
Well, I'm telling you, this guy is doing everything he can to get them where they want to be. He's been on a mission in this period.
Outside Millsap. It's Redick on the wing. Lowry passes to Harris. Outside Millsap. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Shoot 2. for Paul Millsap.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
Good on both.
You can tell when he steps to the line the kind of confidence he has in himself. It's written all over his body language.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and the dunk by Bamba.
Mo Bamba, no doubt.
Outside Lowry. Fires the three. Bamba with the block. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for Los Angeles. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
I ain't saying anything for me. I don't really give a... Oh, man. Cause I'm all in it. Rain up on him. I ain't saying anything for me.
There's a great friendship between Melo, LeBron, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Paul. And Chris talked about where all that started.
It's been a sort of long relationship, you know, and obviously me, Bron, Melo, D-Wade.
And you see that a lot nowadays. Star players developing friendships and GAs spending time with each other off the floor.
Yeah, some people hate it because they want that bad blood you used to see, but no reason you have to hate someone to really compete against them.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Well, very disruptive in that first period. They never allowed the offense to get comfortable.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, they've got Lowry. Harris is out there with Pirtle. Then there's J.J. Redick, and it's Gasol at the 5, roaming the paint. Timberwolves trail by 8. McCollum feeling it out a bit. To the inside, tipped away, and stolen by Harris. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. Passes it to Pirtle. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, this is the first full year now for Ryan Saunders. Let's remember he was hired by Minnesota full-time after an interim stint last season. And boy, did the players love playing for him.
Now, here's Oladipo. 6 points for him. Back to Bamba. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist. Bamba's got his second basket.
Well, don't let that lean frame fool you. Mo Bamba able to muscle through contact. Nice.
Gasol kicks to Harris. Feeds it to Lowry. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3. And as we know, Doris, Ryan Saunders, the son of the late, great Minnesota legend, Flip Saunders.
Well, certainly the family has history with the organization, but in no way did Ryan Saunders get the job due to name only. This guy proved he can get wins from this Minnesota roster last year. For Saunders, he's known as a player development guy, and the ability to handle superstars is part and parcel to the job.
And it's Mohamed Bamba with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Tatum, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. The Lakers also making some changes. Davis is checked in for Gasol. Pascal Siakam comes in for Harris. And Irving subbed in for Kyle Lowry. Here's Irving. That's good for his third bucket. Now 3 for 6 from the field.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Cullen passes to Bamba. Kicks to Oladipo. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Pascal Siakam. Coming off a a terrific season. He averaged about 17 points a game last year, 7 rebounds and 3 assists. And what is crazy is that these numbers might not even do his game justice. He's been phenomenal.
Feels like every night this guy does something that just blows your mind. So fun to watch, someone the other players look up to.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
And Greg, you know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Jaren Jackson Jr. is the son of an NBA player. And I'm so old, I covered his dad in college. Growing up, his parents let him find his passion, but the game was always in his genes. Jackson Jr. said, "I've always prided myself on being more than just a basketball player. But I can't deny my laser focus on the sport." Kevin, he's following in his father's footsteps, but looking to create his own legacy.
Terrific mentor, but he's just getting started, David. Thank you. Here's Siakam following the score by Mohamed Bamba. Siakam passes to Davis. Over Tatum, and it's Davis missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Some changes for Minnesota. Whiteside's checked in for Julius Randle. Jaren Jackson comes in for Mohamed Bamba. And James subbed in for Oladipo. The Lakers also with a sub. DeRozan's checked in. Minnesota calls timeout. And the trade for Anthony Davis a risk for the Lakers, but they feel, Greg, that both sides will find an extension this offseason.
There is mutual interest from both sides. Lakers made the trade confident Davis would resign. A bit of a leap of faith, but the Lakers did everything they could to secure Davis long term.
Drummond's checked in for Los Angeles. And now, here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that last season scored the most second chance points in the NBA. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
That's an effort stat for me. I mean, it shows you how hard this team works in the paint. They continue to pound the backboard.
And stolen by Siakam. To the paint. And Irving gets it to go on the assist by Siakam. Siakam's got 3 assists in the game. LeBron kicks to Whiteside. Here's Tatum. Off the left rim and out.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
DeRozan, that's good.
Boy, firing the jumper as soon as he receives the pass, DeRozan doesn't give the defender any time to react.
Here's LeBron. Oh, and he pops it off the glass. Wow. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. It's good. That basket, he's now 5 for 9.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCollum. No good, unable to end this run. Los Angeles leading by 14. Fires for 3, and again it's the Lakers from deep.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Minnesota calls timeout.
Boy, you talk about the all-time great below-the-rim finishers. Kyrie Irving is on that list. He can use either hand. So much English. This guy is tough.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Wiggins is checked in. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Pass to Tatum. Count that one. Tatum's got 5 points now this quarter. Inodorus, as great a scorer as he is, Kyrie Irving doesn't draw a ton of fouls.
Kevin, I think that has everything to do with his elusivity. This is a young man who can finish with either hand, can get separation on any defender. This is the one thing you'd say about Kyrie Irving. He does not initiate contact around the rim.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
And the first one drops. And Greg DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
And not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he'd use it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
Both free throws good from DeRozan.
Well, I think you know what you're going to get from DeMar DeRozan at the free throw line. Year in and year out, this guy's going to be about 80-85%.
Now here's James. Outside Tatum. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Wiggins from outside. The Lakers with the rebound. The 3. And Tatum pulls it down. Wiggins drives in. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Get Kyrie.
Siakam outside. Pass to Drummond. Over Wiggins. Outside DeRozan. Irving against LeBron. Irving passes to Drummond. Pulls it up. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Drummond. DeRozan's got 7 points in the game.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's LeBron. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
First free throw is good. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
Here's what the Lakers are going with right now. Griffin comes in for Davis, and Gilgeous-Alexander is subbed in for Pascal Siakam.
Father Time has not caught up to LeBron James yet. This man looks like he is on a mission, and he continues to add to his legacy.
Now here's Irving. He's got 11. It's a floater, and he sinks the layup. Irving's got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, the touch and the focus. What a pretty move in the lane.
Irving against James. Knocks it loose. Whiteside with it. He's coming off a 16-point game against Houston.
And guys, he was also huge on defense, turning away 2 shots and altering countless more.
Making the most of the screen, that's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
You can't help but notice that teams are shooting earlier in the shot clock. One theory being the faster you shoot, the more possessions you get. Well, the numbers would speak to that.
No doubt, Kevin. And the reality is, for announcers and for fans, that breakneck pace makes it more exciting for us. One NBA coach told me this past year that your field goal percentage in the first 10 seconds of the shot clock gives you your best opportunity to make it. And the longer that shot clock goes on, the more your field goal percentage dips. So, hey, good for us, good for the fans, good for the team.
And that's because the defense has a chance to settle, correct?
Exactly right.
Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Whiteside. Paul Millsap is checked in for the Lakers. And both free throws good for LeBron. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Griffin. dishes it to Irving. Over Tatum. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Timberwolves trail by 15. LeBron passes to Jackson. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by LeBron.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Gilgeous-Alexander surveying the D. On its way from Irving for 2. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
He's got it going here in the second, gaining momentum as this game continues to go.
Floats it up for James. It's stolen by DeRozan. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he banks in the layup. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second basket of the game.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
Now, here's Wiggins. 10 points for him. 6 on the shot clock. For the 3. And it's Kyrie Irving with the rebound. Lakers leading by 17. Down low, and Griffin slams it in.
And that's the trademark Griffin finish. Get in tight, elevate, and throw it down with authority. Big fella is a beast down low.
Now here's Wiggins. Goes to the reverse layup and puts it in. Wiggins has got 12 points in the game.
Well, nice decision on the pick and roll. Wiggins getting his own offense within the flow.
Outside Griffin. Now the dish to Irving. Hands it from downtown. Irving's got 13 points in just this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Now here's Harrell. Last time 14 points for him. Back to Tatum. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot off that time, and it's the Lakers the other way. Griffin trying to get open, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Two shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. Victor Oladipo comes in for Jason Tatum. And it's Paul in for Andrew Wiggins. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. Harris is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Minnesota Timberwolves coming to this one following a loss to the Rockets. Here's Paul. Second chance effort, and Bamba with the lay-in. Bamba's got 6 points in the quarter.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Irving double team. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo.
Look, as you see it so often, Kyrie Irving's speed makes him easy to foul. Well, this guy, Kyrie Irving, just so reminiscent of his idol, Kobe Bryant. He is one of the cold-blooded scorers in the game, an absolute torture for a defender to guard.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good from Kyrie Irving.
Well, Uncle Drew will go out there and do his thing, won't he? Kyrie Irving, an exceptional player. And in fact, if you ask other NBA players, he's one of their favorite to watch.
And the Lakers making a change here. Redick is checked in. Both free throws good for Irving. Here's Paul. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of the game. Oladipo against Redick. Oladipo outside. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
Boy, this is why Oladipo is becoming a tough cover. Even on the drive, he's able to power shots in past the defense.
And the shot goes in. Irving's got 22.
Boy, the consistency he's had tonight has been impressive. Really steady from the field.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. Their defensive mindset clearly focused on clamping down on LeBron James, and their game plan is working. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kyle Lowry. Kyle, you came out strong to take advantage in the first half. Were you pleased with the effort?
Yeah, we got to keep it up. Our defensive intensity has to stay high.
That has led to some great play at the other end. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first. What a game it's been for Kyrie Irving. He ended up with 22 points, 3 rebounds, and 4 assists. He has bounced back nicely from what was a tough night for him in their last game. Judging by that first half, he's back to his old self again. And let's get your... Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And it's something that isn't his strength, but he's done a great job of finding the open man.
Well, what he did was sustain it throughout the first half. He ran the offense to absolute perfection.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Whiteside. Jaren Jackson is out there with Andrew Wiggins. And it's LeBron James. And it's Tatum in a shooting guard. Here's Irving. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That is his first foul of the game. Timberwolves trail by 20. Here's James. He dishes it to Tatum. Back to James. The 3. Hits it from 3-point range. LeBron's got 8.
I'll tell you, that is the area of greatest development in LeBron James's game. That incredible perimeter game that he has added later in his career. Incredible.
Back to Irving. Shot clock at 6. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And Wiggins throws it down.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Outside Irving. Over LeBron. Again, Irving missing.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, he sees the play developing, takes care of his responsibility. Just terrific job defensively.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option. Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint. Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
And so he makes both from the line. And so it's the Lakers with it. 22 is their biggest lead. Outside, Davis. And the pass to Siakam. And Drummond kicks to Irving. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. And again, the Lakers, no good.
Well, I guarantee you this is not what they talked about in the locker room. 0 for 3 and looking lost.
Lakers leading by 13. Inside. And blocked the ball with his palm. What a defensive play.
Ugly start to the second half. They've missed their first 4. They've got to get on track.
And it's good. 2 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Tatum against DeRozan. And a wide open look for Siakam. No good. And they can't put an end to this drought.
This ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
Begins against Siakam. To the middle. Now Tatum. 7 points in the game. Shoots over DeRozan. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Andre Drummond picks one up.
How about the confidence from this young gun? Jason Tatum's length is tough to deal with inside, guys.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
And when you shoot 86 from the line like he did last season, you usually cash in on those opportunities.
First one falls for him. And you look at Jason Tatum able to play either forward position. Doris, do you think his future is at the 3 or at the 4?
I think he is interchangeable at either position because his scoring can be devastating. For Jason Tatum, it's really a matter of making sure he continues to gain strength, continue to be a force and factor on the defensive end, and probably enhance his footwork around the rim a little bit.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Moves on moves. That's Jason Tatum.
I mean, this guy's a natural isolation scorer. Jab steps, crossovers, turnarounds, fadeaways. He's got an awful lot in his bag.
Here's DeRozan. And it's off the back rim. No good. And so it's Wiggins with it. He'll bring it up for Minnesota. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Whiteside, the pass to James. Whiteside kicks to Tatum. The shot misses. Good D by Siakam. Lakers leading by 9. Down low. Deflects the pass. Outside for Lowry. Drummond trying to get himself free. And the Lakers with another miss.
Got his hand out enough on that one to bother the three-point attempt. Great hustle on that one.
You know, we talk about this time and time again, trying to stay connected to shooters along the perimeter. Nicely done.
DeRozan surveying the D. Oh, and the jam by DeRozan.
And with a strong finish, he finally ends that 13-0 run by the Timberwolves.
Tatum passes to LeBron. To the inside. Whiteside kicks to Wiggins. Shot clock at 5. Bucket is good. 10 points for LeBron.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
And Greg, they found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Tatum against DeRozan. Lowry from outside. It's good from long range. Lowry's got 9 points.
Well, this is a quality decision maker in Kyle Lowry. Catch and shoot, no problem.
Here's LeBron and the dunk by James.
That's exactly what they need to do right now. I mean, just attack
the Timberwolves. Whiteside's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Now here's Wiggins. 18 points for him. He's again. It's steamed in by Whiteside.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Davis against James. Kept alive. Drummond. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touch by Jackson. Randall's checked in for Minnesota. Hurdle, he's checked in for the Lakers. Outside, Davis. Lock at 6. Siakam with it. He's picked up by Whiteside. And they force the shot clock violation. 3D. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Kyle Lowry is second. Third is Chris Paul.
And really two terrific distributors. I mean, the first thing you look for in a teammate is the ability to get you the ball, and they both have that down to a T.
And stolen by Kyle Lowry. Here's DeRozan. Los Angeles with another miss.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Passes it to James. Now, Wiggins. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Whiteside. Trying to get open is Randall. And Whiteside with the basket on the assist by Wiggins.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Lowry dishes to Pirtle. Pass to Davis. And the drought. And Siakam throws it down.
What I love is this guy gives you all-out effort every minute he's on the floor. Pascal Siakam getting second chance opportunity there.
James with it. 12 points for him. Here's Whiteside. And Pirtle pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 8. Loads it up for Davis. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Yeah, nice, silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. LeBron passes to Whiteside. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of a shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a handoff. No question, he got bumped on that shot. And the most improved player in the league last season, Pascal Siakam, got better in every statistical category.
First one goes. And it's those diamond-in-the-rough players that so often elevate the top teams. And, Greg, that's what the Raptors found in Pascal Siakam.
No doubt. The 27th pick back in 2016, now a full-time starter on a rookie contract, just over $2 million this season. He is due for a big raise.
Siakam hits them both.
Boy, a really soft touch on display. It is a luxury to have a big man who can hit from the line at a consistent rate.
Oladipo taking his time here. Pass to James. Fades back. And misses off the right eye. Lakers leading by 12. Siakam passes to Harris. Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Covered by LeBron. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Harris. And again, no good by the Lakers. Minnesota's gone 1-2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. The kick out to Oladipo.
shot off over Jakob Poeltl when he's that tight on you. Too much size, too much length.
Timberwolves trail by 12. The pass to James. To the paint and stolen by Harris. Kicks it out to Siakam. Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Poeltl. Lakers working the ball around now. Just 5 to shoot. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. They get a hand on it. So it's Minnesota now. And so James will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Down by 12. Here's Oladipo. And the layup's good off the glass. Oladipo's got 10.
How about the confidence from the 6'4" guard, Victor Oladipo, aggressive, close to the cup.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, last season the G League tested out an expansion of the clear path rule. Now that expansion is making its way to the NBA. It should discourage those intentional fouls that slow up teams on the fast break. Fans wanted it, and analysts clamored for it. That will allow the amazing athletes in this league more opportunities to show what they can do with the fast break.
All right, David, a welcome change. Thank you. Lakers leading by 10. Gilgeous-Alexander kicks to Redick. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Siakam outside. Passes to Redick. And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Lock at 6. Now here is Harris. Over Randall. Harris, no good. Pass to Oladipo. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Oladipo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And you got to love how Paul sees the whole court. So maybe the best quality for a point guard to have.
Siakam passes to Harris. Takes the 3. And Bamba pulls it down. Bamba's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Oladipo misses. The Lakers in the lead.
Got to recognize the situation. Trying to get a 2-for-1.
Well, this is where the play call is crucial, right? If you're in a 2-for-1, you've got to get the first shot quickly.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Bamba with the block. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Another miss by Oladipo. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's tightly guarded. And here is LeBron. Over Siakam. No good there.
How about the defense of Pascal Siakam? This guy likes making it tough on the offensive player.
And so it's Los Angeles holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
And, Greg, nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Los Angeles leading by 8. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. They've got J.J. Redick. Griffin is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Harris. And it's Irving in at the point. Griffin kicks to Redick. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. But they'll get another chance. Paul with the steal. And now Oladipo pushing it up, going back to stop him.
Well, Victor Oladipo is so dangerous. Eyes light up whenever he's running the floor.
Redick passes to Griffin. Bamba against Harris. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 8.
Nice job creating for the easy deuce.
Ball outside. Here's Bamba. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers shooting in this game 45%. Redick passes to Irving. Back to Redick. Outside Griffin. 5 to shoot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Friday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Spurs in San Antonio. That free throw missing. Missing both free throws.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9.5", and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Harris passes to Griffin. Good, nice job down low.
How about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
You look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. He gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game. But he has something you just can't teach. And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
And here's Redick. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 22 is their biggest lead. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Rejected by Harris. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Montrezl Harrell.
Guys, you have to love the way Irving uses his body to create contact inside and earn the trip to the stripe.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Whiteside's checked in for Montrezl Harrell. Jaren Jackson comes in for Bamba. Andrew Wiggins, who's checked in for Chris Paul. And it's Tatum in for Victor Oladipo. And then for Los Angeles, Drummond's checked in for Griffin. Anthony Davis comes in for Paul Millsap. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for J.J. Redick. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves trail by 7. Tatum passes to Wiggins. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Poked away and stolen by Harris. On the wing, DeRozan. They get it back. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Wow, he got whacked. That shouldn't be much debate there.
First one falls. also good, so he hits both free throws. Hiring college basketball coaches has been kind of hit or miss, Doris. Why do you think that's so?
Well, obviously, coaching in college and coaching in the NBA are drastically different things. As a college coach, you've got to be concerned about the eligibility of your young men. You've got to be recruiting the next crops, even while you're coaching your current group and your current roster. In the NBA, you get to focus exclusively on coaching. You're not talking about recruiting. You're not having to deal with anything other than grown men who have a desire for greatness in the NBA. And I think so much of it doesn't necessarily mean success or failure, whether you come from college or not. Success in the NBA is a multifaceted proposition. So I don't necessarily define it as, oh, this guy came from college, this guy came from the European leagues, this guy has been an NBA assistant. So many things go into it, Kev.
And you see the ability to rise and fire from mid-range, even against that rim.
Well, I'll tell you, I love that he's not afraid to take on the size mismatch there, Greg. Doesn't matter. Just make shots.
Outside Tatum. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. 12 points for Jason Tatum.
Listen, we know that LeBron James can score at will, but he is phenomenal at hitting his guys with perfectly placed passes.
Harris outside. And the foul on Andrew Wiggins. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Outside DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Back to Harris. Over Wiggins. That's good from Harris on the assist from DeRozan. DeRozan's got his 3rd assist on the night. Timberwolves trail by 10. Wiggins outside. Pass to LeBron. Over Irving. LeBron. Good.
You can see it. He's taking better shots, and the results are coming because of it.
Irving against James. Outside Irving. Outside DeRozan. Buries it from 3-point range. And the Lakers lead by 11.
Well, after netting one in the first half, that's the 2nd deep ball to go down for this guy.
The pass to James. Here is Whiteside. The drive by James, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Siakam is checked in for Harris. No good on the 2nd free throw. Los Angeles leading by 11, and Siakam has it in the corner. Back to Irving. Pass to DeRozan. At the elbow, it's Drummond. He kicks to Irving. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. LeBron with some nice deep.
Well, 2 long-range runs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
It's good. And that's 20 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Boy, more points on the board for Wiggins. How about this guy? This is a memorable night.
Outside, Davis. Dishes it to DeRozan. And the Lakers tack on 2 more.
Well, if the defense snaps in the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
LeBron passes to Tatum from 12 feet out. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist. LeBron's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Oh, that's a pretty bounce pass. Nice.
Lakers leading by 9. A floater and the rejection by Jackson. Goes up and the dunk by Jackson.
When LeBron gets the ball, guys, and there aren't numbers back in transition, it almost always results in an easy hoop.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kyrie Irving.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He's really seemed to feed off the hostile environment he's been faced with tonight. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during that last timeout, I listened to Frank Vogel talk to his team. He loved the aggressiveness on D. He said, we're doing a great job of challenging everything they're trying to do. Stay active, talk to each other, don't let up. Kevin?
Davis dishes to DeRozan. And again, the Lakers, no good. And so James will bring it up to the Minnesota Timberwolves. 7-point differential. And Jackson throws it down home.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
You can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And Drummond gets to DeRozan. And Whiteside sends it back. And that one's good by Davis. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tatum passes to Wiggins. Floats it up for James. It's stolen by DeRozan. Lowry finds DeRozan. Over Tatum. Drummond. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Lakers lead by 9.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack him.
Tatum passes to Wiggins. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Siakam.
Well, no doubt, making a concerted effort to attack. Wiggins draws the contact.
Taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Wiggins. Both free throws good for Wiggins. Los Angeles leading by 7. Pass to DeRozan. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And good! He nails it. DeRozan's got 7 points for the quarter.
Well, as always, that mid-range game of DeMar DeRozan, almost unstoppable.
Tatum against DeRozan. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
On the wing, DeRozan. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Very few players in the NBA get to the line as often as DeMar DeRozan. There's a bit of an edge to his game. He's not at all afraid.
He's off on the first. And that trip coming up empty. Missing both.
Boy, that's not the result I would have predicted. Usually you can take those to the bank when he's at the line.
James, great pass to set up the lay-in.
consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And the Lakers call time here. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Paul's checked in. And here is Los Angeles now. Outside DeRozan. Can't connect from short range. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Wiggins passes to Whiteside. On the jam by Whiteside.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense, to have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
To Davis. Takes it out to Siakam. Lowry from deep three-point land. The Lakers rebound. Here's Drummond. Second chance shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Throw good Drummond. James checked in for Chris Paul. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Timberwolves trail by 5. Outside Tatum. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. LeBron outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
At his size, LeBron is a handful inside, and sometimes you can't help but foul him to try and prevent that easy bucket.
Shoot 2. The first that shrinks the margin to just 4. And both free throws, good for James.
Clutch. Those free throws turn this into a 1-possession ball game.
Now DeRozan. 1:30 left here in the fourth quarter. And he makes good on the layup. DeRozan's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Oh my goodness, you could tell DeMar DeRozan demanded the basketball. He wanted the chance to be the deciding factor.
Counted when the local lead has been cut to just 3 points on the basket from Tatum.
Man, you can get chills watching Jason Tatum want to deliver in the clutch.
Here's DeRozan. It's good. DeRozan's got 20 points.
And this is why they want the ball in DeRozan's hand. This guy is stone cold under pressure.
DeRozan against Tatum. Shoots over DeRozan. Tatum's shot is off. 2 points here might be all the cushion they need.
You would think so. This game is theirs for the taking.
Outside DeRozan. towards the glass. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. The drive by James. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
King James with ice water in his veins. An absolutely breathtaking player.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're in front by 3. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 5-point game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're behind by 5. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Right side the bounce pass. The 3 from Tatum. And Davis pulls it down.
Terrific closeout there to challenge the 3.
It may be the hardest thing to do in basketball. Close under control, and he's more than up to the task.
Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. And the Timberwolves call time here. They're trailing by 7. 9 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
A lot to talk over and improve on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter. Kicks it out to McCollum. There's the 3. That shot misses. And so the Lakers take the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they...
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David...